I ain't out here saving nobody but myself, which is why I'm walking, I'm changing my eating habits, I'm getting healthy so I can save myself. You're doing too much. You're doing too fucking much, bitch. It's the realization I had to come to with myself. I be doing too much, y'all. I be doing too fucking much. I be giving too many fucks. Well, I was giving too many fucks. I don't have too many left now these days. And it doesn't always have to show up in a toxic way. It shows up in a self-care, you taking care of yourself, you putting yourself first. And you stop being an ass kisser and a people pleaser. I had to listen to this podcast and they had to break it down for me. How the fuck I be people pleasing? At first I didn't want to believe it. I'm like, no way. I know people pleaser. I don't even like people. Fuck niggas. Bitch, please. You know, I know I was a people pleaser because anybody come around me with the slightest, especially if I'm used to you, if you're always around me and you come and I notice that you're off one day, like it could be the most simplest shit, bitch. Like, your left eye twitched in a way I'm not used to it twitching. What's wrong with you? Type of shit. I'm just throwing a wild ass example out there. But at the most basic level, like for real, like somebody could close a door harder than they normally close the door. And I'm like, oh my God, something's wrong. What's wrong with you? What can I do? I'm going to fix it. I'm a Sagittarius, so I take on other people's energies pretty quickly. Not blaming, not saying that that's the reason why I'm a people pleaser. It's a lot that goes into that. But I do believe it did play a part. The fact that people's energies affect me so much, and I'm a really happy person. I like to be in a good energy. I like to be in a good mood. I like to be happy in my natural state, you know? So when people come around me and their energy is not that, I try to fix it until it is that. And that's part of people pleasing. I want everybody else to be happy, even if it destroys me in the process, even if I'm stressing out in the process. And some of these people know there's nothing you could say, there's nothing you could do, there's nowhere you could be that would make their mood or their attitude, if they even notice it to begin with. That's the other thing. Some people swear to God that they don't have these moods or these attitudes, and you're so in tune with yourself, you're so intuitive with your emotions, and you're a sign that picks up easily on other people's emotions, and the smallest deviation possible from the norm will literally set off an alarm in your head, like something's wrong, you know? So, hi, how are you? The smallest of things was setting me off. It was to the point where somebody would walk in the room, and it could be anybody, and I would literally stop whatever I'm doing to look up and look at them. And it wasn't a curiosity thing. It wasn't like, oh, or I was expecting them to bring me something, or I was expecting, you know what I mean? So I started watching other people. When other people step in the room, when I step in the room particularly, they don't deviate from what they're doing. Keep doing whatever the fuck they were doing. They don't look up to see what I'm doing or what I'm bringing in, or if I'm going to wash my hands or go pee or whatever. Like, I am nosy as fuck. And that is crazy. I had to train myself out of that. And it's to the point now where I think it's, people are starting to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because I'm deviating from my norm. You know, I'm not, now it looks like I'm off course. But really, I should have been doing this all along. You know, minding my business, controlling what I can control, and fuck the rest. Because if somebody wants to be out of a bad mood, they're going to get themselves out of a bad mood. I've done it enough times now to myself to know that it's possible. It's a thing. And you can do it. You control you. You know? I made a video about this yesterday. Like, who is controlling you? Because whoever can control your emotions controls you. So I had to stop. Like, I really had to stop. I really had to look at myself and be like, why? First of all, I had to answer the question why I'm trying to control everything. And it's honestly, it was a defense mechanism. It was to protect myself. It was so that I didn't have to feel or take on other people's emotions, their feelings. I care too much. I give too much of a fuck. And that's a beautiful thing too. I don't want to say like turn into an asshole and don't care about anybody or their feelings or be able to listen to anybody. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying don't let it get to the point where because somebody's not smiling as hard as you are, because somebody's not laughing at the moment you are, because somebody's not in the mood that you are, dictate your mood and change your mood and spring you into this action of saving niggas. I do not have a cape. It may look like it right now because it's hot out here and I done put this shirt back. But I do not wear a cape. I'm not out here saving niggas. I'm not out here saving hoes. I ain't out here saving nobody but myself, which is why I'm walking, I'm changing my eating habits, I'm getting healthy so I can save myself. Put all that energy that you've been trying to put into saving everybody around you so you could feel better when you go to save yourself. Fuck that shit. Dude, what the fuck? Let people have their moods. Because I learned the hard way, and I got hurt a lot trying to change other people's moods, and then when it didn't work, feeling like I'm the problem, when really they're the problem. And not in the sense that they're a problematic person or like they're intentionally trying to hurt me or something. No, it's just they don't want the control over their emotions at that particular moment. They don't want to feel better. Because if they did, they would. You know, energy is something you choose. And I'm not saying in the extreme cases somebody dies and you're like, fuck. And you're fucked up and you're crying and you're fucking mad and you're pissed at the world and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody just might be in a fucking bad mood today. It has nothing to do with you. You didn't do anything. You know? And I wasn't making that connection in my head that I'm not doing anything. I'm just hyper focused on everybody but me. Because I was a people pleaser. It makes perfect sense. Like, it is what it is. So now my actions have changed. Now my focus has changed. And I don't pay that much attention anymore. Unless somebody brings me the problem. And it's like intentionally, I want us to fix this. I want us to work on this. I want us to talk about this. Can you help me feel better? Unless they're coming to you like that and they want your help and they're asking you to take up space for them, then don't do it. Because not everybody wants you to be solving or attempting to solve problems that really, one, they don't even really have, or two, shit you could do nothing about. Some people just want to be heard, and I'm one of those people. Most of the time, because I'm such a people pleaser, because I'm such a fixer, because I'm so independent, I will fix whatever is bothering me my fucking self. If I see a bug and somebody, a man in the house, whatever, that I initially, at first, I would go and I would be like, oh my God, I need somebody who's not scared of bugs to smash this fucking bug, and I freak out. And I just be like sitting there scared for however long it takes them to take action. And that is so weak. That was so weak of me. Like, girl, you are so much bigger than a spider. If you don't get your ass up and smash this bug, like, for real. Now, if the man just happens to be around and he's like right there, you know what I'm saying? Then hopefully you have a man that's man enough and will take initiative to be like, babe, I got it, and smash the bug for you. But don't wait for somebody else to come save you in any situation. Like, get yourself out of it. And that's in relationships, that's in friendships, that's in with family. Like, don't be who I was. And I'm saying was because now I don't want to say I don't give a fuck, but I really, it takes somebody to literally come to me and be like, hey, I see a problem with this, or hey, I'm not feeling this, or I need you to listen to me real quick, or do you have time? Whatever. They have to actually come to me and ask me to take up space for them now, And if I can, and it doesn't interrupt what I got going on, it doesn't interrupt my focus on myself. If it, like, say I'm getting ready to work out, I'm mid-workout or something, and my friend calls my phone and she's like, I need to talk to you right now. Can you talk or whatever? Maybe it might not even be that serious, but even if it is that serious, if you're not dying, okay, or somebody close to you, and I'm talking about mom, brother, immediate family, didn't just die or get seriously hurt and you're really fucked up, like, use discernment with this, you know what I mean? Because there's some situations I do feel like I will stop my workout for you. But if they're calling you and they're like, hey, I just need to vent about this guy that they keep going back to over and over again, they never fucking, they're never gonna leave them, you know what I mean? This is just a random example. I'm not talking about anybody specifically, but just, if it's that type of thing, you're just like, it can wait, then let it wait. Because part of people pleasing is answering that phone, stopping what you're doing for yourself, pushing your goals and delaying them, even by a minute, even by 5 minutes is too much. Because not everybody's going to do that for you. And when that shit happens, you're going to feel like shit. Because it's going to be like, damn, I always show up for this person. I always drop everything. Now I don't feel like working out. Now I don't feel I'll do it tomorrow. You're pushing off your own goals to go and heal somebody else. And you really need to look at if that's fair to you and how that's affecting you. Like, choose you. It's okay to choose you. And people are not going to take too kindly to it at first. They're going to feel like you don't give a fuck about them. They're going to feel like because you're changing. Your actions are changing. Your habits are changing. So it's gonna look like you're doing shit vindictively. And you are, kind of. You're choosing you on purpose, and that's okay. And anybody that makes you feel like shit about that, well, they're not supposed to be where you are anyways. They're not even supposed to be in your life, because you would never do that to somebody else. If they told you, I can't take up space for you right now because it's going to mean hurting me. If they love you, they don't want that for you. So choose you, and let whoever's going to fall off because of that, let them fall off. Let them cut the dead weight themselves. And don't feel bad about it. There's 8 billion people in this world. Maybe more, maybe less. But my point is, there's a shit ton of people in this fucking world. Everybody is replaceable. Everybody is replaceable. It may not seem like it. You may be in a situation or a relationship or a friendship that you've had for years, since high school, whatever the case may be. And it might feel like, I'll never find this again. But you will. You will. And then don't let anybody tell you that you won't. That's their truth. Maybe they won't. I don't know why people say that shit. Maybe just out of anger. Maybe just to hurt your feelings. Maybe to keep you from trying. But it doesn't matter. Don't listen to them, because who controls you? This video is way longer than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to get out of here. But I hope y'all heard this message. It was just something that was on my heart, so I needed to get it out, because as I go on this journey and I focus on health and fitness, it's more than just what you eat. It's more than just exercising. It's a mental thing too. Fortify your mind and put yourself first. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming on this journey with me.